When I'm flying a drone, I feel free and adventurous at the same time. Hungry for an unexplored angle, and it feels like the sky is my limit. We are just a bunch of adrenaline junkies who love piloting our drones, breaking the boundaries of possibilities of flying them.
My name is Alex Lee and I am from New Infinity. Today's episode on Design Seed, we will be revealing how we turn a 1,971 square feet studio office from this into this. We were given a brief to turn a 1,971 square feet space and turn it into a versatile hub. A space that opens to limitless possibilities, and it has to be a flexible space that caters for the future. When we first visited the site, the first thing that caught our attention was the column located in the unit. We immediately see the opportunities and potentials of turning the areas surrounding the column into various functional spaces. We took advantage of the thickness of the column and camouflaged it within the backdrop for an entrance signage, creating a lobby and an entrance statement for the office. Extending the right side of the column with a hidden door entrance that leads to the meeting room. A new modern office space which allows for a variety of different work environments. Addressed to the prestigious Kuala Lumpur-Bangsar locale, the Aspire Tower at KL EcoCity is the perfect avenue that offers places for conducive working, collaborations and socialization. This award-winning development recently also won the World Gold winner of the 2022 FIAPC World Prix d'Excellence Awards for Mixed-Use Development category. The Aspire Tower, with flexible office spaces that ranges from 1,100 to 18,690 square feet. Conveniently adjacent to the LRT KTM integrated rail hub and walking distance to major shopping malls. When we were assigned to design the space, we would never have imagined it would turn out to be a drone pilot training academy. An office that operates as a pilot academy training center, a base that services drone and at the same time carry out courses for pilots learning to fly their drones. But before we step into the details, let's get started from the very beginning.
We went around hunting for a space, and to be honest, we had no clue what we really wanted. When we came across the space on lease, it was like the space that hit our sweet spot. KL EcoCity had the MSC Malaysia Cyber Center status, which was one of the criteria that we had in mind, and the Bangsar address is definitely strategic for us. Because the unit came with the high panoramic view of the Klang Valley, which mimics the eyes of the drones, which we really love it. In my opinion, a pilot academy needs to be exciting and futuristic because it's the future of technology, right? We use the large LED panel screen as a cinematic impact for our students or even clients to indulge in the academy's portfolio.
To elevate the innovative experience of the future, an impressive LED panel screen that storms the entrance with an outstanding first impression was something we had to budget for. One of the key features of the Aspire Tower is the panoramic view of the Klang Valley. So we decided to take advantage of the view by placing important spaces closer to the window openings. And for the large columns that seem to be evidently eye-catching, we dressed it up with a functional storage and display cabinet. As much as we wanted the breakout space, which was the pantry area, to be celebrated with a view, we needed to prioritize on the site condition. A tip on how we do space planning is to divide spaces according to its function. The pantry area is considered a general guest space, comparatively to the directors and meeting rooms, which requires more privacy. Hence, based on the site condition, the pantry was placed where the distribution box was located. This would allow easy access for service and maintenance to be carried out without invading private zones of the space planning. Of course, that brings us a new challenge of how to make the breakout area bright enough as it's further away from the natural lightings. This brings us to one of the key factors of designing spaces with a larger and spacious impression: building glass dividers instead of dry walls and partitions. This gives ample natural lighting, and it correlates each space by saving costs on renovation. Imagine having a white wall dividing two spaces. You'll need to dress up both sides of the wall to add a design feature for both ends, which likely would cost more and would also require more space. The design intention was to make every angle of the office worthy, being able to complement and correlate to one another. The corridor that leads to the director's room is highlighted with a ceiling design which creates a futuristic approach, complementing an innovative impression of the business nature. This feature ceiling indirectly creates a staging effect of the separation between the general workspace and pantry area, which allows for each space to be celebrated with a comfortable distance. The ceiling height of the units here are considerably high, so at the general work studio, ceiling light panels suspended down from the concrete slab throws even lighting down to the works area, creating comfortable and consistent lighted environment. The breakout point that is also the pantry area stages a quirky and cafe-like concept, making the space less formal and emphasizing on a healthier work culture. We wanted to maximize the natural lighting penetrating into every room, and we decided to build a discussion room that tucks discreetly at the corner of the unit with a full-height glass divider. The glass divider doesn't only allow lighting to spread out through the meeting room, it also acts as a whiteboard when necessary. And when privacy is needed, the curtains can be closed. A friend of mine was asking how it feels like to fly a drone. The feeling of piloting a drone, I can't put it into words, but imagine something so small that could picture an angle that's so wide and free. It's a remarkable feeling, it's just fascinating, and the outcome, I just can't find words that can describe it. We can't deny that this is the future of cinematic videography, an immersive experience that brings imagination to life. My name is Alex Lee, and I am from New Infinity. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and please support us by clicking on the subscribe button and slam on that notification bell to stay in the loop for more of our compelling episodes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week.